First of all, see what is a fraction. Fractions are a part of a region or a collection. So, part of a region. For example, if you consider one whole part, complete part, from that complete part, if you take sum, that sum is known as a fraction. So, fraction means a part from a whole or group. Here, collection nothing but group of the things. Generally, fraction has two parts, numerator and denominator. Here, the numerator represents the selected part and the denominator represents a whole parts. If you see first one, this is a square shape. So, this square is a whole part. From this square is divided into two equal parts. Out of these two equal parts, one only we are selected. Here green color is there. This means selected part. Okay, so one only we are selected out of two parts. So one is numerator, two is a denominator. What is the definition of fraction? Fraction is a part, means some part from a whole. So here the whole part is, here the whole is a square. From this square we are divided the square into two equal parts. From these two equal parts we are selecting only first piece. So it is 1/2. If you see second example, this is also a square. But here the square is divided into four equal parts. From these four equal parts, out of these four equal parts, we selected only one part. So what are the selected parts? We can say these parts as a numerators and a whole part is denominator. Here out of four, one is going to be selected. So one is a numerator and totally how many number of parts here? Four parts. So 1/4. Next, if you see third diagram, this is like a rectangle. How many parts are there here? Total, this is divided into three equal parts. So this is the 1, this is the 2, this is the 3. Three equal parts. From these three equal parts, two only colored here, means two only selected. So the numerator is 2 and the denominator is 3. Denominator denotes the whole number of parts, total number of parts. Okay, this is the representation of fraction. So what is a fraction? Fraction is a part of whole or a group of whole. Okay, now we will see the types of fractions. We have to learn types of fractions. Already we know in previous grades. Once again we will revise these types of fractions. First one is the like fraction. The fractions which are having the same denominator are known as like fractions. So fraction has the two parts, numerator and denominator. Here like fraction means depends on the denominator. If a denominators are same for all the given fractions, then those type of fractions are said to be like fractions. See here example ma. First one is a square. This square is equally divided into four parts. So out of these four, one only selected by the green color. So one is a numerator and what is the denominator? Denominator means the total number of parts. Here total number of parts are 4. So from this 1/4 is a fraction. If you see in second case, the same square is divided into four equal parts. Okay, and two are selected from these four equal parts. So now what is the numerator? 2 only selected. That's why 2 is a numerator and total number of squares or total number of parts are 4. So 2/4 is a fraction. Next if you see third one, here again the same square divided into 4 equal parts. Out of 4, 3 are selected. So 3 is a numerator, 4 is a denominator. Whatever it, if you observe the denominators from these 3 examples, 1 by 4, 2 by 4 and then 3 by 4, what do you observe? Denominator 4 is the same. 1 by 4, denominator is 4. 2 by 4, denominator is 4. 3 by 4, denominator is 4. If a denominators are same, then those type of fractions are known as like fractions. So this is the best example for the like fraction. What are the like fractions here? 1 by 4, 2 by 4 and 3 by 4. Next type of fractions are unlike fractions. So this is exact opposite to like fractions. We will see the definition. The fractions which are having different denominators. For like fractions it is same denominator, but for unlike fractions, unlike name in itself, so they are not same. So which are having the different denominators are known as unlike fractions. Here if you see, first one circle is given here. This is a circle. The circle is going to be divided into 2 equal parts. Out of these 2, one part is selected. So the fraction is 1 by 2. Next, if you see second one, this circle is divided into 3 equal parts. Out of these 3 parts, 2 only selected. So the fraction form is 2 by 3. Now see the third one. This circle is going to be divided into 4 equal parts. So out of these 4 parts, 3 are selected. So the fraction representation is 3 by 4. Now if you observe 3 fractions, first one is a 1 by 2, second one is a 1 by 3 and third one is a 3 by 4. Sorry, first one is a 1 by 2, second one is a 2 by 3, third one is a 3 by 4. So for like fractions and unlike fractions, we have to concentrate on the denominators only. Here for first fraction denominator is 2, for the second fraction denominator is 3 and for the third fraction denominator is 4. What do you observe? These 2, 3, 4 are 3 different numbers. They are not same. So these are the example for unlike fractions. 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4 are the examples for unlike fractions. The fractions which are having different denominators are known as unlike fractions. Next type of fraction is proper fractions. So a fraction whose numerator is less than its denominator. A fraction whose denominator is greater than the numerator. You can say this statement in 2 ways. Listen clearly. A fraction whose numerator is less than the denominator, or else whose denominator is greater than the numerator. These type of fractions are known as proper fraction. If you observe, fraction has the 2 parts. First part is the numerator, second part is the denominator. If a first part is less than the second one, then that fraction is going to be said proper fraction. So now see some examples. Here proper fractions. 3 by 5 if we take as a fraction, here what is the numerator? 3 is a numerator and 5 is a denominator. Here 3 is a smaller than 5. These type of fractions are known as proper fraction. If you see these all the diagrams, 1 by 2. Here 1 is smaller than 2. Second one 1 by 4. 1 is smaller than 4. Third one 3 by 4. 3 is smaller than 4. Next one, fourth one, 2 by 3. 2 is a smaller than 3. And then next one, 3 by 10. 3 is a smaller than 10. And next one, 7 by 10. 7 is a smaller than 10. So, the fractions whose numerator is less than the denominator are known as proper fractions. Next one is improper fractions. This is again exactly opposite to the proper fractions. Improper, these both are the opposite words. A fraction whose numerator is greater than its denominator, otherwise a fraction whose denominator is smaller than its numerator. Okay, so improper fraction means a fraction whose numerator means the first part is greater than the second part. Now we will see some examples. Here the example is 5 by 2. 5 is a numerator and 2 is a denominator. If you observe, 5 is greater than 2 or else 2 is smaller than 5. So if a numerator is greater than the denominator, then these type of fractions are known as improper fractions. Not in proper way, not in proper order. So these are known as improper fractions. See first one, Nana, 2 by 2. So here the numerator and denominator both are same. From the second one, 4 by 4. Here also numerator and denominator both are same. These two also comes under the improper fractions. So you have to modify the definition like, if a numerator is equal to or greater than to the denominator, then these type of fractions are known as improper fractions. Means 2 by 2 is also improper fraction, 4 by 4 is also improper fraction, 10 by 10 is also improper fraction, 100 by 100 is also improper fraction, 999 by 999 is also improper fraction. So if a numerator is equal or greater than the denominator, then also you can say it as improper fraction. Why we are saying this as improper? Actually fraction means what? Some part from the whole. Here we are not taking the part, we are taking fully. For example, if you see first one, 2 by 2. From these two parts we are taking two parts. Okay. Second one, 4. This circle is divided into 4 parts, but we are going to select all those 4 parts. So this is not a part from a whole. This is completely whole part we are taking from the whole. So that this is an improper fraction. Okay. So these two also example for improper fraction. And if you see third diagram, here blue circles fill up the color with blue. First circle is divided into 4 equal parts, and out of these 4 parts all 4 are selected, and the second circle also divided into 4 equal parts, but here out of these 4 only 3 parts were selected. So here 4 plus 3 is total 7. 7 parts are going to be selected from the 2 whole circles. This is improper fraction. Why it is improper fraction? Actually we are taking more than one whole part. If you see first circle completely we are taking, again from the second circle we are taking some part. So first one completely we are taken, second one is some part of the second circle. So this is more than whole, more than the denominator. So it is comes under improper fraction. For example, in simple, if you want to eat one chapati fully, this is an improper fraction. If you want to give share to your siblings, example for your sister or brother, if you want to give half of the chapati, then it is comes under proper fraction. If you want to eat one chapati completely and if you asked some more, then this is improper fraction. If you see third one, fourth one, Anna, this is also square divided into 3 equal parts. How many squares are there here? 2 squares are there. From the first square, 3 parts fully we are taking, and from the second square, out of 3 parts we are taking 2 parts. So what is it? If you completed the first thing fully and if you are going to ask for the second one, this is comes under the improper fraction. So first one completed fully, and from the second one also some part we are taking. So this is the improper fraction. Now finally for the last diagram also, this is also nothing but square. This is divided into 5 equal parts each one. From first square we are going to take a full completely, and from the second one out of 5 only 3 pieces, only 3 parts we are going to take. 5 plus 3 together 8. So out of these 2 whole squares we are taking 8 parts. So this is also example for improper fraction. Okay. Actually you have to observe one thing here, Nanam. So see third diagram here, this one, you may thought 7 by 4 out of 4 parts, how it is possible to take 7. So here the denominator 4 is for the one whole, means 4, why we are representing here 4, one circle is divided into how many equal parts? 4 equal parts. So we are writing in the denominator 4. Actually if you take 4 times of 2, so 4 times of 2 is 8. Out of 8 parts we are selected 7 parts. That is the mean. So this is what about improper fractions. Next one, mixed fractions. When a number is combined with the fraction, then that combination is known as a mixed fraction. When a number is whole number combined with a fraction, then that combination is known as a mixed fraction. See here, one whole, the circle is one whole completely we are taking, and from the second circle is divided into 2 equal parts. Out of these 2 we are going to select half part, means one part, so it can be represented as 1 by 2, isn't it? So finally 1 by 2 is called as a mixed fraction. This is mixed fraction because the combination of a number with the fraction. 1 is a number, 1 by 2 is a fraction. So this is an example for mixed fraction. See here, this circle is completely we are taking, so it's a 1, and from the second circle out of 4 parts we are taking 3, so 3 by 4, 1 3 by 4. Now this 1 3 by 4 is mixed fraction. Okay. See this example also. So first one we are taking fully, this circle full completely we are taking. From the second circle also we are taking full completely. Okay, this one. And from the third circle out of 4 equal parts, 1 2 3 4. Out of these 4 equal parts we are considering only 1. So this can be written as 1 by 4. Here it is completely 1. Here also completely 1. 1 plus 1 is a 2. Next 1/4 of the third one. So this 2 1 by 4 is example for mixed fraction. Now the last one is equivalent fractions. Equivalent, in the name itself, Nana, the fractions which are having the same value, equal value, then those type of fractions are known as equivalent fractions. Very simple. How to identify or how to find out the equivalent fractions means, if you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, if you multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, then we can find out equivalent fraction. See, for example, 2 by 5 is given. Then for this 2 by 5 I am going to multiply by same number 3, and for denominator also 3. 2 3s are 6, 5 3s are 15. Now 6 by 15 we got. Then 2 by 5 and 6 by 15, these both are the equivalent fractions. Means we can write directly 2 by 5 is equal to 6 by 15. These two are the equivalent fractions. If you see these circles, so from the first circle this is going to be divided into 2 equal parts. Out of 2 we have selected only one part. From the second one, what is this? This is also circle divided into 8 equal parts. From these 8 equal parts, we are going to select 4 parts. Now we are going to check whether these two are equivalent fractions or not. Okay, so how to identify, how to check if the numerator and denominator are multiplied by the same number, then we will get the equivalent fractions. Now, so I am checking here 1. What is the numerator here? 1. 1 into 4 I am going to multiply. And what is the denominator here? 2. 2 into 4 I am going to multiply. So 1 4s are 4 and 2 4s are 8. Isn't it? So if 1 by 4 is multiplied by the same number, means numerator is multiplied by 4 and denominator is also multiplied by 4, then we will get the fraction as 4 by 8. So now these 1 by 2 and 4 by 8, these both are the equivalent fractions. If you see here 1 by 2, I am going to multiply numerator and denominator by 2. 1 into 2 is a 2 and 2 into 2 is a 4. So if a numerator and denominator are multiplied by the same number, here what is the same number? This is 2. So if a numerator and denominator are multiplied by the same number, then we will get the equivalent fraction. So now here 1 by 2 and 2 by 4 both are the equivalent fractions. First consider 1 by 2. So I am going to multiply by 2 each and every numerator denominator. So 1 2s are 2. Okay. 1 2s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. Next 2 2s are 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8. 8 2s are 16. So now these all 4 fractions. First one is a 1 by 2. Second one is a 2 by 4. Third one is a 4 by 8. And fourth one is a 8 by 16. These 4 fractions are said to be equivalent. Okay. Why they are equivalent? By multiplying the same number. For numerator and denominator, we will get these fractions. So these all are the example for equivalent fractions. See here, these are the images which shows the equivalent fractions. 1 by 2. If you multiply and divide the same number, means if you multiply numerator and denominator by the same number, so 1 2s are 2, 2 2s are 4. Again 2 2s are 4. Next, for the first one only I am taking multiplying with the 3. 1 3s are 3 and 2 3s are 6. And next I am going to multiply numerator and denominator by 4. 1 4s are 4, 2 4s are 8. Like this, whatever the number we are going to multiply, you have to remember that numerator and denominator both must and should be multiplied by the same number. Then we will get the equivalent fractions. Okay, these are the types of fractions which we learn in today's class.